Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is the Journeyman. It's Adelaide United and it's episode number 21. Today we have the second round of the Asian Champions League and we have got Yokohama in a big old game. Now, I do believe in real life, unless it's changed recently, like the A-League final series has changed, that these have always been two-legged ties. Maybe because of the World Cup, they just made it one leg and it stayed that way. But apparently, there is only one leg, and thankfully, at Cooper Stadium. Since we last met, we have played as Australian manager as well. We beat, won't show you there, but maybe it might, if you can just see. We beat Ivory Coast 1-0, and I think we beat Bangladesh 11-0 in our group stage game, which was pretty good as well. World Cup qualifying, there we go. Yeah, 11, there you go. We won 11-0, as you should. No need to give you those games. The Ivory Coast game actually played quite well in, but yeah. Our pre-season's been pretty good. We're actually in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup where we've got Logan Lightning beat Central Coast 5-0, and we beat Yerevan Eagles in the first round of that as well. Unfortunately for us, though, we do obviously have the foreign limit, and Kikeris has picked up a knock, so me not playing a midfielder is in a really, we're in strife there as well. Now, in terms of Browning doing his job, he's fine, so as long as I get rid of Lutman, we should be okay, which it is, which is awesome, and the idea was obviously play someone here, but now we're in a bit of trouble because we now haven't got as many guys as we would like. Diarigo is going to go into the Mazzala, and Bernardo will go into the hole, and his name is going to be Ansel to the bench is a different option. And our bench looks a bit weak here, but it is what needs to be done. I look at the team and I go, look, at the back, we're really strong. Hermes, obviously our best player. Tyus Browning, you see that his name is his Asian name in game. Like his information, he gets this called this Jiang Guang Tai in game, but he counts as a foreign player because he's now playing for China, even though Browning's an Everton boy, born in Merseyside. But, we're all right. Alessandro's had a pretty good time of it as well. Hermes is our best player. Isaias is declining. The obvious plan is if we get knocked out here, we're going to start looking for a job right now to maybe move beyond, because I'm kind of ready to leave. Our reputation is up there at 50%, which is good enough for us to probably get a job in Europe, or, maybe get one of the very big jobs over in China or South Korea where there's a bit more money, or we win this game, we keep going and see how we go. Now, obviously, Yokohama aren't in the game because the J-League isn't in the game. You can download databases, didn't think of that either. But yeah, they've got key grayed out players, and, these grayed out players are just, look at him. So I actually expect a game that, with us not being at 100%, especially without Kikeris and Diarigo and Bernardo having a start, I actually expect we might be in some trouble here. But we'll see, and hopefully we'll be okay. In the end, we'll see how we go. They agree with my team here. Bernardo's gone into the hole and Diarigo's gone into the Mazzara on attack. We could go the other way around, but I think that's the best way. We could maybe actually play Ryan Kiddo in the hole as a shadow striker, and actually, that's going to be my change. And we're going to get Ryan Kiddo into there. The main reason is if Diarigo needs to come on, he can be a defensive change or an attacking midfielder change. And hopefully we don't need to use Kikeris, who's only a day or two away from being back fit. He picked up a knock, a gashed lower leg, in our friendly win against Cove, which was really annoying. More importantly, though, Joel Deco, I did cap for Australia, came off the bench, didn't score. I've also given him a new contract with a 1.2 mil release fee. Definitely thinking of that next job, that maybe we can take him where we need to go. And we actually rejected, Motora had a $900 bid from Wolfsburg, and we asked for 1.2 mil, and they actually just flat out rejected, which we took the money, obviously very good, but yeah. Don't worry about the star ratings. It's given it because of where the Australian manager keeps trying to rate the boys how they would be for Australia. Anyhow, slightly rotated because we had to, but the back four is very, very strong. And we've obviously got Joel Decker up front, which is great. Nestri's been in unreal form. We're going to be okay. Now, let's go through their team because I don't know what it's going to look like. Noda's in goals. Look, the keeper's meh. Maybe we can get at him. Tanga, pretty decent right back. Rio's pretty good. Rio there. Miyagawa's okay as well. Like, they don't look too bad at all. They're very well rounded, aren't they? Okinawa looks good. Or Okano. Sakata, another one as well. Sho, decent. Park G, that's okay. Like, you know what it is? It's very random. Like, he's not particularly good, and Tabita's up top. they're air. You know what they are? They're one of those teams that you don't like getting when that's all start-out players that are that well-rounded because they can produce. But at the same time, we're at home, we're at Cooper Stadium, we have a very good record. If we're as good as we think we are, we beat them easy. But we'll find out. I just don't like that this is only one game. They're playing a very defensive 4-3-3. Hopefully we give us room in our diamond to outmunder them 4v3 in the middle of the park. We'll see how we go. That's all we can say here. I just don't like that this game is a one-legged affair. Anyway, Isaias now. Ball in. Malik doesn't win it. Only as far as Bernardo, he gets a start. Adelaide, by the way, have just lost the semi-final in real life to Melbourne City, which we watched on stream. We are currently live. Links down below. Come follow us live on Twitch. Give it a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as Browning finds Nestri. Joel Decker hits the post, and with that close to a 1-0 lead, 6 minutes into the Asian Champions League second knockout stage. If we do win, the draw's in 2 days, and you'll definitely see the draw live. You get the quarterfinal, semi-final draw. Should have been 1-0 up. Joel Decker's been in outrageous form so far. Tobita picks it up. Morika. Back there to Migawaya. These names are going to be too hard to pronounce. Just they're on the ball and knocking it around nicely is what we're going to say. Noda goes long because we can pronounce that one. It will be Alessandro, the new right-back signing. Kiddo. And I haven't showed you guys Alessandro properly either, but that's fine. Anyway, Marcelo Hermes. Still going. Poor. Did everything right and then gave it away. Mistake, maybe? It is. Nestri. Kiddo hits the post. Should be 2-0 up. We've hit the woodwork twice. We have 2 shots, 2 off target by hitting the woodwork twice. It's not the start we wanted. We really could have been 2-0 up. Ryan Kiddo just didn't do enough. Park J high on with a ball in. Headed away by Alessandro. Morioka. Sakata. Back again. And Morioka again. Move it around nicely, don't they? Still on the ball. Can we force a mistake maybe? Force him all the way back. Can we maybe get on it here? Force him long. We do. Are we up? We are. Malik and Vukovic sorted out between themselves. Can we build now? We're good with the ball that fit. Titus Browning. Not going to pronounce his name. Joel Decker's quick. Joel Decker's away. He loves a dinky dink. He goes around the keeper instead. We are 1-0 up. In the second knockout stage of the Asian Champions League, our third chance flies in and we're 1-0 up. And maybe we are quarterfinal bound. Maybe, just maybe. It's well too early to think about it. Saravana, Joel Decker, what a run. Gave the keeper the eyes. Usually goes with the dink. In the end, ran around him. It's 1-0. Could have been really 3-0 up. Decker should have scored his first chance. Anyway, Isaias. Ball in there. Cleared away. And they're on the break with Park J high on. Stand him up. Got to win that. Well done, Titus Browning. Isaias. Joel Decker. Needs options. Gets tackled. Ball into the middle. And they knock it around yet again. Yokohama. Morioka. Migagawa. Sakata. Tobita. So it's a good ball. Vukovic save me. Doesn't. 1-1. Just like that. Down the other end. It's an equaliser. Ooh, here we go. The whole time at Adelaide United in this Journeyman's been for this moment, and we find ourselves 1-1. Great run from Uzmi. And a good finish too. Nothing Danny Vukovic can do about that. That's 1-1. Their first shot on target goes in. 2 shots, 1. Very annoying. Isaias from a free kick. Well saved from their keeper. Been the better side. Really should have been 2 or 3 goals up, but that's the beauty of cup football. If you don't take your chances, oppositions will punish. Been the better side, but doesn't mean jack. Cleared away. Only as far as Titus Browning. Alessandro, the new right-back signing. Saravana. Alessandro's got a few assists already. Saravana again. Good ball to Isaias. Kiddo now. Great ball. Joel Decker. Oh, finish. The absolute bend he puts on it into the bottom bin is outrageous. This kid is something special. And the 17-year-old puts it bottom bin and we lead 2-1 yet again. Saravana, Isaias, Kiddo now. First time, snapshot, bends it into the bottom bin. That is a world-class finish from a player that maybe couldn't be world-class, but would be very good in Europe, I believe. Onside by a mile. Don't know why they even having a look for it. Don't even think there's VAR in the Asian Champions League. But 32 minutes played. We've been much the better side, but it's only 2-1. Time ticks. Half time. Happy with this. Gonna say we're pleased, and we are pleased. Saravana apparently has picked up a knock. I don't know what that is. If he gets some energy back, he stays. If not, he's got to come off. And now we lose our right back. It's all falling. Our squad's falling apart. We're copying injuries left, right, and centre. Alessandro, who just bought in, is injured. What is it? Potential foot injury. I don't like that. Jacob Tratt's got to go out there. What's Saravana's injury? Potential thigh injury. I don't know what it is, but you got to play, buddy. You got to get through for me. I don't like this at all. Two of our really most important players could be coming off here in Alessandro and Saravana. Saravana ain't going to last. Isaias corner. Titus Browning. Nestri keeps it in play. Effort blocked. Cuts it. Kiddo. Come on, Ryan. Let's go. He wants to leave the club. He's a bit disgruntled. He thinks he's achieved everything he can, even though we're in an Asian Champions League, which was important. And the makeshift centre attacking mid, off the, not off the bench, but thrown into the game. Slots it, makes it 3-1. Come on. Now Saravana's going to come off. Diarigo's going to come in. Hopefully at 3-1 we're okay. Time ticks away. We've one change up our sleeve. They've done absolutely nothing. Brownie's giving it everything they reckon. Get Nicky Ansel on there. Maybe. Maybe not. 87th minute. We're going to make one last change. Ben Garuccio, who we've also signed up left back, is going to come in there for Hermes. Who looks pretty dead. I know he's our best player, but a bit more speed at left back maybe gets us a goal. It should be all over. They're on the ball. I can see us throwing this away. That was such a dumb move. You should never take your best left back off there. Such a dumb move, Damien. If we concede here, we concede a third down the left-hand side in the last 5 minutes, and I've fucking just thrown it away. Tobita. Oh, here we go. Great football. God, falls to him. They've hit the post. Wow. Should be all she wrote. Don't even think they scored right now. It should still be all she wrote. Oh, Garucci off the line. Maybe it was a good sub. I'm going to be through to the quarterfinal of the Asian Champions League, and that's all but important. Doesn't matter what happens here now. We are through. You'll see the quarterfinal draw in a second YouTube as well when we get there. But it's huge for us. It's massive. Well done, Tratty. Diarigo. Kiddo. Bernardo. Pretty good, Hayden. I'm pretty good. How are you, mate? Garuccio. Tackle layout to play it. Should be all she wrote. I hate when FM does this longest highlight stuff. But who cares? Unbelievable. Garuccio ball in. Looking for Nestri. Won't find him. Longest highlight. Actually watching a whole in-game minute highlight. We knock it around so well, though. There we are, lads. We are through to the quarterfinal of the Asian Champions League, and that will be your next episode. But we got a draw that we got to watch. Well, I don't even know if we're going to get a draw. That's the thing. It's like, I haven't seen a draw. It says there's going to be a draw. He's out for 4 to 5 weeks. Jesus Christ. We lose our right back, Alessandro, who's our new signing, by the way. That's Alessandro. 4 to 5 weeks. Saravana's out for 1 to 3 days. That's okay. Joel Decker's done his job. We'll do the press conference. May as well stay live here, YouTube, just to find out together what happens. Instead of me having to make a cut here. Quarterfinal. I think we're leaving them once we're out, as the question from Hayden was. When do you think we're leaving Adelaide? I think we're leaving them once we're out. But hopefully we just win the whole thing and then we leave. The longer we stay here, the more that teams can do a, you can have a bad start and do their sacking. Because I realistically think that if a lower level Premier League side, or like a side that was meant to, like, say for instance Bournemouth, like, let's go have a look at like the Championship. I'll give you an example. All right, let's just have a chat about where we could go once it's done, but we're not there yet. But if we go to like the championship, Sky Bet Championship, right, for instance, you have a look at this, you would be saying Watford, for instance, should be doing better. They should be one of the teams' favourite for promotion. I would imagine they are, right? They're not, apparently, but like Bournemouth are, Norwich are, you name it. Like, where's Norwich? 14th. Like, if we stay here and win the thing, and Norwich are still like mid-table, they will suck their manager, whoever it is. It's this guy here. And would you not take the Norwich job? I would. Like, straight off the bat, I'd be like, okay, Norwich, you're what, 10th? I reckon I can turn around in a half a season, maybe even get you to the playoffs, and then we go up. Unreal. And then you're in the Premier League. And you get the reputation boost for getting them up. Here we go, boys. We actually get the draw. So the teams left are Al Dahali, Al Hilal, Al Sad, Satyam UTD, Ulsan, who won it 2 years ago and lost the final, I think won it last year, Junbuk, who we pumped in our group, and Al Zari. Let's see what we get. I wouldn't mind Junbuk. I think you won't mind. I wouldn't mind the UAE side or the Kazakhstani side, but they've all got money. We've been drawn out first, and we've got the Japanese side, so we're going to have no information on them because, yet again, it's just greyed out players. That's not a bad thing considering what we just did, which is fine. Our Ponting Eagles friendly gets cancelled. And now in the semi-final, we get drawn at home in the semi against Junbuk or Olsen. Wow, that's huge. If we make the semi-final, we could potentially play Junbuk, who we pumped. That's huge. Or Olsen, who might be defending champions from last season. They're not. They reckon they lost the final last year to this side. Who got knocked out in the Champions League second round by Olsen this year. And won the final in a penalty shootout against Al Sadd and beat Olsen in the semi-final. So Al Sadd are defending champions and on the other side of the draw. Watch out for them. That will be your next episode, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't know where that's going to fit in. Quarterfinal fits in after we play Bacala. No, that's the wrong quarterfinal. Hasn't been drawn. So it was meant to have a friendly against Ponting Eagles, and now I don't know where that's gone. Oh, there. So it's not for a while. So it's in a few games' time. But we will be back for that one there. We got Satyam UTD, the Japanese side, quarterfinal, Champions League. And we are potentially a couple games away from an Asian Champions League final and a huge amount of silverware if we can do it. Can we? Find out what happens in the quarterfinal. See you next time, YouTube. Thank you and goodbye.